Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thanks for stopping by today. I hope you're all having a great day. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend and getting ready to start the new week. That's what I'm doing today, is kind of just doing a reset of my desk and picking up things that Sissy knocked over yesterday because she likes to get up here and do things like that. So I'm just kind of cleaning up my desk and giving my desk a little reset. If I can get all these tiny little things picked up. And I thought I would just chat with you guys while I was doing that, while I'm working on my desk. I picked these up at Dollar Tree the other day just to use at night in the house. Yeah, you can see. That is really cute. And so I want to be able to stick it on something, but I stuck it on my cart in there by my chair. I stuck it in there the other night, and it lit up really cute. And so it was just shining while I dozed off to sleep. And then here's the little reindeer one. It doesn't shine as bright because it's brown, you know, and that one's white, so it shines a lot brighter. Anyway, cute, cute, cute. And so, actually, I just brought them in here. I have both my screens on and these lights, and so I had just laid them over there and was letting them get charged by all the light. Since they're solar, so they just need light to help them be bright. Anyway, so I'm just cleaning off my desk, and I don't even know. And getting things situated, and then I'll be able to start a fresh week. It's that bracelet I made the other day. There's a tutorial on my channel for that if you hadn't seen it and you like making bracelets. It's just something different. It's a double bracelet. Turned out really, really cute. I like that. And so anyway, I'm just pulling things over and seeing what all I'm going to, where I'm going to move things, and I'm going to put down a different background. I'm getting a little tired of that one. So I thought I would just do a little reset if I can get everything moved over and out of the way. And you've lost your bottom. I'll have to find another. It's probably here somewhere. I just gotta clean up everything and find it, and I'll get to it in a minute. Get things situated. All my little amigurumi woobles. Oh, I dropped one. These are just the little plushy stands. Some of them have, I don't know how well you can see anything. I don't know. You can't see, I can't see detail on there, but anyway, some of these have 2 prongs and some of them have 1 prong, and they just stick. Yeah, I got them on Amazon, plushy stands. And you just stick them wherever, and it helps your little plushie stand up. But when you pick the plushie up, if you don't hold the stand, it can easily just fall out because it's just stuck in there. But they're cute. They help the plushie stand and all that kind of fun stuff. What are you guys up to today? Are you doing anything to reset for the week? Get ready for the week, you know. On Sundays evenings, it's always been a thing for me on Sunday evenings to just give the house a good cleaning, a reset, do whatever I need to do to get ready for the week. Revamp, whatever you want to call it. Just plan out my week or whatever and get things situated. So I'm going to be Working on that probably most of today. Running out of room to stick these over here. My ET. Uh-oh. I don't know, I just stuck that little cowboy hat on ET. Just a little rag. I had just stuck that little cowboy hat on him. Let me just kind of dust it off. It's hard for me to hold a rag, especially in this hand, and do much with it, but I try at least. All right, E.T. Your time to jump over here. All right, I'm going to give this just a little wipe off. Even though I'm just going to move it, I don't want to put it up anywhere dirty. This is just a dusting rag, and then I do have some of this pink. Let me see. This is from the Dollar Tree. It is just this all-purpose pink formula spray cleaner, and it smells so good. I really love the smell of this. I need to remember to get some more of that because I love the way it smells. But I'm wiping off the base of this lamp here. Sorry, just turning you all around. Then I have my hook holder that came from 3AM Grace Designs. I love this little hook holder, and the reason why is because it's great for my big hooks with big handles. Try to get that out of your way. It's really good for big or heavier hooks, or hooks with big handles. They stand up in it. If you try to put them in the smaller ones, they'll fall right over. So, and I'm going to dust off my little speakers. See, this is not even back here because, well, I cut it and tried to put it up in there, but, you know, I just did the best I could. It's not perfect. That's the thing about me is, you know, my hands are, you know, totally abnormal. Totally abnormal and everything, but, and it's hard to do a lot of things, but I try at least. And sometimes I'm able to do some things, and some things I'll try and try and try and see if I can't figure out a way to do it. And if I can't, then, you know, I just have to admit I can't do it. But I do always try. And there are certain things that I just cannot do. I've tried doing many a times, and it just doesn't work out. I haven't, you know, to a way that I can do it. So, anyway. Just giving my mouse a good clean in here. Deleting all the little things up on my screen that I put up while I was doing that. Uh-oh. Okay. So, I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna pause you a minute. Okay, so I had to pick up my whole stand and move it back so that I can pull this out.
Coffee or something?
No, I'm fine, thank you. Oh, I have a few things stuck under here. So, look and see what these are. It's probably things I was saving, and it's probably things I've been looking for because I didn't remember I put them there to save them. Do you guys do that? Do you put stuff in a safe place so you'll remember where it is, and then in reality you don't remember nothing? All right, let me see. Okay. Now, it's kind of dirty under there. I knew I was going to need this cleaning spray. All right, let me see if I can. Okay. I got that pretty clean. I'm gonna give it a moment to just dry. Let that dry while I kind of wipe down over here. I want you guys to know, did I put these on in June? I can't remember exactly when I put these stickers on, but I had done a video of it, and they have held up pretty good. Just now, this flower is starting to peel up around the edges, but that's the only one doing it. The rest of them are not. And you would think the little bitty letters, because each one of these letters is individual. I mean, they came off on here, but you could pull off just one letter if you wanted to. But that's the only one that is rolling up. And when I discovered that, it was wet. And so I think somebody might have washed it, or might have scrubbed on it a little too much or something. I don't know. I usually wash them by hand, but sometimes when I'm having bad hand issues, I can't put my hands in water. I can't get them wet if they're, you know, bothering me really bad. And so, it might have been in the sink and somebody else washed it. Possibly. I don't know for sure. I got these two little clips out because I was going to use them for something, but honestly, I can't even open them. I can't even. I got that one open. Okay, let me see. All right, I was going to, when I make a bracelet, I was going to try putting one of these clips on each end and then try to tie it so I can see the string. So, oh, that goes to my, what do you call it? Keyboard. I dropped my keyboard the other day. My keyboard is under this right here. It's right here. But the thing doesn't pull out. It's broke. This whole desk is broke. It's breaking down. But like the drawers have fell off. The front of the drawers have fell off. It's just got a lot of issues. But it's real old. I've had this desk probably at least 20 years. At least. And the way I figure out stuff is I try to think back to how old my kids were when I got something or something like that. So Elijah was little and he's 25. So I would say at least 20 years I've had this desk. Here's my Llama. She sits over here and judges me. So I'm going to dust her up. So the desk is really old is what I'm saying. And so it is got some issues. But you know what? I can still sit in it. It's still here for me to sit at. And it serves its purpose. But this right here, on screen, this black part might not look bad, but up close it is. It's kind of in bad shape. On screen it probably looks okay. I mean, it did when I looked at it through my phone there just a minute ago. It looked okay. I thought I had another black eye over here. Yeah, I do. Well, they're brown, but they're eyes, no less. Ooh. Almost knocked it over. All right. Oh, there's my centipede. Sometimes when I'm at my desk and I'm just waiting on something or doing something, I'll sit and play with this fiddle with this centipede. Or caterpillar, whatever it's called. I don't know. Okay, so this side of the desk has actually been working pretty well for me. So I'm going to kind of just put it back like it was, because it was working okay. Have my tall straws there, and my cat lady here, she's holding on to them, keeping them there for me. And every now and then, her and no Beetlejuice spin around together. He reaches out and tries to grab her. All right. Let's see. I'm just putting these little things are at the base of my lamp. Oh, I don't know if you can see. Not really. But I do keep these scissors here on my right side so that it's handy. I can just grab it. And I keep these little stitch markers right there. And I'm going to put these over here. And I have these 2 needles that I've been working with that I don't want to lose. So I'm putting them right over here by that. And these 2 eyes, I really need to put somewhere different. I'm going to put them right here. All right, let's see. Here, I'm going to go ahead and just dust off my keyboard. Anyway, I think what I meant to say a while ago was that I was pulling this out because the little thing don't pull out, so I have to pull it out and set it up here to use it. And when I pulled it out and was trying to set it up here, I just dropped it. I dropped it totally, and I'm just trying to shake any dirt. But anyway, the back fell off, and I seen it later in the floor, and I was like, what is that? And I looked and saw that it was a back to something, and I looked on the back of this and saw it went to this. But I don't know if I can get it on there. No. Maybe it broke something off when it fell. Maybe. But you know what? I have a piece of tape. I'll just stick some tape on it. Maybe that'll just keep my batteries from falling out. I think so. And yeah, a lot of dirt did fall out. Get that cleaned up. Alright, so this is dry now. So what I'm going to put up here is this white board. Sorry, just knocking you all around. So I'm just going to put this whiteboard up here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this edge right here in some packaging tape just to keep it from, you know, getting damaged and peeling up. One time I didn't, and it started peeling up real bad around that. So I can fix that. I might not be able to pull off very long strips at a time, but no. But I'll see. Now the thing is, I can't see that, so I'm just overlapping it the end of each one. Okay. May not be perfect, but it's good enough. It's good enough, and as long as you do the best that you can, you know, it don't have to be perfect. Just folding it under to the back side of it. And that just creates a little protection for this right here, so that paper doesn't peel off of that. Because this is a piece of foam board from Dollar Tree. And so that top piece of paper will come off of it. That one needs just a little bit more. I didn't have that much that wrapped around to the back side. But I'm running out of tape. Alright, I'm going to put a little more on this corner down here on this end. Just to kind of wrap that around a little better. Yeah. So anyway, my tape kind of just, it's not all the same. Because actually I can't see it, but I can feel it. Alright, that's good. It's good. And it's what I can do. So I'm happy with it. Alright, I got my 2 speakers there. Let's see. I need my crochet hooks. Like right here. And I am going to put my little critters back around. Let's see, this is Barnaby B. So, there's no pattern on him. He's just my creation. Just something I created and had fun doing. He was inspired by a little gnome. Okay, let's see. Who all's going up here? Everybody's jumping. Oh my gosh, they're all falling at one time. When I said that, they all was like scared they was going to get left behind, I guess. I'm having to hold one hand to hold them up while I grab them with the other hand. Whew. Y'all was serious. Doug the pug. And let's see, I know I dropped several little stands, so I don't know who all don't have a stand now. There's Jose, my coffee cup. Okay, let's see, there's Fred and Jojo. And then I'll put Henry and Strawberry, you need a stand. Yeah. Okay, who else have I got? I got Doug the pug. He don't have a stand either. Neither does Kiki. They can go beside each other if they go in the back. If they are too close to the front, they fight the whole time and knock each other over. So they definitely kind of need to go to the back. Let's see. If I put Doug here, Kiki could go over there because they like to fight. So I'll put them by each other so they can enjoy fighting together. I've lost a few stands. Like when I took them down, they had stands on them. And now I'm looking for their stands. And they've run away. I don't know. E.T. can come over here. Now, I don't know why, but E.T. doesn't look right without the cowboy hat now. I might watch that tonight. I watched it a while back. And I enjoy that movie. My son, Dakota, was always scared of E.T. When he was little. He wanted to watch it, but he would jump up and run out of the room, and then he would peek around the corner. But he always wanted to watch. Let's see, JJ can go right there. Let's see, Amelia can go there. And then I got Walter. Walter, where do you want to go? You need a stand, Walter. Did I set stand somewhere? I really don't know. And then here's Tony the rat. And Martha. And then I have the couch potato, little Jody. Yeah, you heard me. I think that might be all of them, but I don't know where some of them stands have fell off to. That's really weird. I dropped one, but I picked it up. So I'm going to have to go look for some stands. Okay, Mac could go right there. Martha. And Tony. Little Jody. And then I got Strawberry. Walter, where are you going to go? And then I got Charlie the Roach. And this is Tina the Turtle. She does have a hat, and I lost it. Okay, but then somewhere the cats found it, and Big Daddy had picked it up because he thought it was Patina's, and I did too, and he handed it to me, and he said, I found Patina's hat. And so I was like, oh, okay, thanks. And he, said the cats had it, and he got it from them. And then I put it somewhere, I guess with Patina's stuff, and then later I realized, oh, that was Tina's hat, not Patina. It went to Tina the Turtle. So, let's see. Tina can just go, I don't know how well y'all can see her, but I use those needles a good bit. I use needles for lots of things, not just crochet, not just sewing. I use them for, hey, I used them to tie a bracelet the other day. Okay, I have Walter, but I don't really want to stick him right here because he's dark. And that's a little dark spot. So, I need to swap him out with someone. Walter, I guess you could go right there for now. I can see him though. He just needs a stand so he won't fall over. So I need to get two stands. They gotta be in here. And then I have my hork. It goes on my desk because it's just cute. I mean, right? Not everyone has a shark that also is a horse, so he's called a hork. And then I have my little fidget deal. I'm just gonna put him in a basket right here. And let's see, Larvae, she also stays in here. And then I have my little Chihuahua. It is a salt and pepper shaker. I was on eBay one time. This has been a good while back. I was buying something from someone on eBay. And so she was going to give me a discount for something. And I told her that I would just, instead of a discount, I would just take that little chihuahua that she had. And so that's what she did. She just sent me that kind of for free instead of giving me a discount for whatever. I can't remember what the situation was, but I wasn't expecting a discount. And then I was like, just give me that little chihuahua. So I had looked in her, you know, to see what else she had for sale. Anyway, I want to get everything cleaned up today. And I know, like, my desk really goes really far back. Let me just see. Like, I'm having to just put my armpit comes about right here when I lean up. So that goes far back. So I do have plenty of workspace. Although it looks like I probably don't, I do. And my friend Kim even said that my desk doesn't look as big as it is on camera when she had came over. My friend Kim had came over one day, was it last week or the week before? She was uptown. We was trying to plan a day for her to come. And she has health issues, I have health issues, and just, you know, that just creates issues sometimes. I'm going to set my little chihuahua up here on this shelf. Also, I'll tell you about my friend Kim in just a second. I have this little Friends. These are those little clay beads. And then the letter beads in Friends. That's so cute. I seen it at Michael's. And got that. So I just have that sitting up here. But at least my desk is clean and fresh. But back to my story about Kim. So she was uptown with her mom and her sister. And so she texted me and said, hey, my sister could drop me off if you can take me home. And I was like, yeah, we'll do that. That sounds good. And so it wasn't like a planned thing. It just kind of happened. And so she came. And we were visiting and, you know, playing with some beads. She was sorting some beads for me. If we had planned it, she would have brought her cross-stitching or crochet or whatever. And we would have sat and, you know, worked on projects together and chatted. But, while we were sitting there, I kept falling asleep. And I was just so sleepy all of a sudden. And so I kind of got scared to drive her home. Like, I was falling asleep while we were talking. So I was thinking, you know, if I drive her home, like, she might could keep me awake driving home. But if I drive back, I'm liable to fall asleep and not make it, you know, have a wreck. And so I said, well, Jody will be home about 5 or so, and he can take her home. So that's kind of what we planned for. And then I called him to see what time he's going to be home, and he said, oh, it'll be about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, I got a lot to do. And so I told Kim, I said, oh, unfortunately, Jody, I'm putting stuff in a drawer right here. I said, Jody just said that he won't be home till about 8 or 9 tonight. And she was like, oh, that's kind of late. So she called her daughter to see if she could come back and get her, and she did. So, and I was hoping her daughter wouldn't be upset about having to pick her up. And she wasn't. She wasn't. Matter of fact, her daughter said, y'all should do this about once a week. So I think that's what we plan to do. I hope so. I hope so, because I would enjoy it very much. And it may be where I could go and get her, and then somebody pick her up that evening, because that's when I would be really too tired to drive. So we're going to work that out. And she might even do some videos with me. Who knows? Okay, I'm going to lay that bracelet right there. And then I have 2 random pink beads. I don't know what they go to. What I think one day when I had a bag of pink beads, they fell out of that. Okay, now these my beads are beads I was not mine. I mean bracelets. Trying to figure something out here. That's why I'm trying to get organized today, just so I know. Like, this is bracelets that are not mine to keep, and these are bracelets for me to keep, and such like that. Okay, those are my bracelets, so that's good. And I'll just stick that in there, because that's my bracelets. I do want to get something like, I haven't looked yet, but next time I go to Michael's, or Hobby Lobby, or even Walmart, which I hardly ever go inside Walmart, but I'm going to look for, uh-oh, I meant to push them all over. I'm going to look for, it's a pole, and it has little things coming off of it to put my bracelets. I used to have Gumby in here, and I put a bunch of bracelets around him. Oh, and Angelica, I had this little, a doll on a stand, Angelica. I used to put bracelets around her neck also. But I don't have anything to just stick my bracelets on. So I'm going to look for one of those when I go back to Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I think I've seen them at Michael's. They have a lot of jewelry type stands. I just hadn't thought to look for that when I was in there. But I will. Alright, so I like that. It gives me plenty of workspace here. Oh, I did want to make sure that one of the important things is Deborah sent me this bead mat, and I just want to make sure that it fit there and had enough space, and it does. So I won't leave this all the time because I don't want a cat laying on it, and I just don't want it to get dirty, so I'm just rolling it up. And I'll roll it up better sometimes. But I just don't want it to get cat hair on it or dirty or anything like that. Okay. Get my spray. So that part looks tidy. I know it still looks about the same, but I have a new mat, and it's clean because I just wiped it all down. But I do need to wipe this light here. And this rag is a little bit damp, so it's picking up dust and not really throwing it down. Because back when I could get up and clean a room, I always cleaned from top to bottom. Start at the top, the ceiling fan, around the edge of the walls, and dust everything off, before I would actually sweep, mop, and all that. I've always been a top to bottom type cleaner. Alright. Well, friends, I got my desk all cleaned up, and I'm happy with it. And I even cleaned up the side of my desk, and I had piled a few things on the piano while I was looking for something else last Wednesday. And so I finally just cleaned all that off. Got it all taken care of. So the parlor is clean. So that's good. I can start my week off right in here. And so I thought I would just sit down and color for a minute. Usually I don't color in here. I'll color somewhere else, and I don't have a place to put my phone there when I color to record it. So, and I have this base here, right here, that my phone is on, but it's really heavy. It is really heavy to try to move it around. So, anyway, this is a funny coloring book. I got it at Five Below. Not Five Below. Oh, Ollie's. for $3.99. It's Seasoned Creepings Coloring. Spooky and cute creatures with a holiday twist. So it's a funny little coloring book. You know, it's not anything too serious, of course. Like this Mothman and some of these little monsters that remind me of Labubus or Where the Wild Things Are, you know, and it has some ghosts right here singing Christmas carols. So it's just a funny little book. They had so many Christmas coloring books when I was in there last, when me and Big Daddy had went by there maybe last weekend. I don't know, they had so many Christmas coloring books, and I couldn't make my mind up what I wanted, and then I was like, well, I want something different. I don't want the same old, so I grabbed this one, and this purple is not quite dark enough. Let me see if I can see it a little bit up close. It's a lavender, but I was really wanting it to be a little bit darker than that, but I guess it's okay. So what have you guys been up to today? What kept you busy? It took me all day just to do the little bit I did, because I did have to take breaks in between all that, and then I was sorting out and organizing things as I was putting them away. So that takes a little time to do all that, right? But I'm glad I got it done. And I will feel much better having it done, and I'll be able to get in here and record this week without looking for my stuff that I'm going to use. So, yeah, I did talk to my son Elijah for about 2 hours the other night, and he was working late, which he does a lot. And so I talked to him, and he said that they are going to come in on Wednesday before the Thursday of Thanksgiving and stay that night, and then they'll have to go back Wednesday night to be there to open their stores. They're both the managers of different stores, 2 different stores. And so that's Black Friday, you know, that's a big sale day. So they have to be back to open the stores on Friday morning. So at least we'll get to see them, even though it's not for long. Just a little bit. It'll be long enough, I guess. It'll have to be. And then, of course, you know, we'll see them again at Christmas, so won't be too bad. I'll be thankful to see them just for the Wednesday night and Thursday. But the bad part about that is we have to share with Chastity's family, too. I don't know what their holiday plans are, but we have to share with them. So, now for our Thanksgiving, Dakota and Carlton are going to host Thanksgiving Day, which I'm fine with that. Normally, after Dakota had moved out, even for Thanksgiving, he would come Thanksgiving morning and spend the whole day cooking here at our house. Him and Big Daddy would cook, and then Elijah would be on cleanup afterwards. But, so Dakota and Carlton host Thanksgiving at their house, and then we host Christmas here. I guess that's what we're doing again this year. So that's good. I'm good with that. It's easy on me and Big Daddy. He will grill meat to take to Thanksgiving. He, I don't know what all he'll grill. Last year he grilled several different things that we took over there. And then everybody will eat meat except for me and Dakota. Dakota's vegetarian. So he doesn't eat meat, and I can't eat meat, so hopefully there'll be something I can eat. But anyway, just making plans for Thanksgiving, you know, getting things squared away. And like I said, we do have to share Elijah and Chastity with her family some. Boo. I'm not into sharing. No. It'll all be good. I guess that's part of the scarf right there. Should have a dark purple to do that band around the hat. Anyway, okay, I don't want my hand to be all, you know, over the page while I'm coloring, but sometimes it just turns out like that. I'm gonna do some pink. I like pink and pastel Christmas colors. I don't know, you know, instead of the traditional red and green, I do like the pink and turquoise and just pastel colors in general. I know it's not traditional, but yeah. Like that at Hobby Lobby, the pastel Christmas stuff always catches my eye. I have not purchased any of it, but I always stop. Well, I say there's one little section that I would stop and look at, but then there was an aisle of pastel Christmas stuff that I finally went down. I was just looking at it as I'd walk by, but I finally did go down and look at it. Oh, maybe the last time I was in there, I don't know. Anyway, it was cute stuff, but I didn't get any of it. We have some. We don't really set out a lot of Christmas decorations. We do have our tree. I'll have to get Zeke to come get that and get it out for me. Whew. My hand is hurting really bad. My hand has gotten stiff, and this cold weather. Yeah, we're okay in Louisiana. We're expecting a freeze tonight. They're saying possibly down to 23. That's just crazy. It is. That's crazy. When somebody that lives right up here in that black box that sits on that shelf, when she told me that we had a freeze warning tonight, and from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m., I was like, what? She got me mixed up with somebody else. And then I checked, and yeah, it could possibly get down to like 23 tonight. I wasn't expecting that, because I've been hot all day as I was cleaning up. And such, I've been hot. I had the fan on. And then to find out we might freeze tonight, that's crazy. I might have to stop coloring right now and pick it back up later, because my hand is hurting really bad. It's so stiff, and I just don't know. It's a lot of pain. But I'm gonna color this right here. Sometimes it's like when you're hurting somewhere, you don't know whether to keep using it to work it out or to stop and let it rest. It's hard to tell. That's just like, if you hurt a certain part of your body, like, I don't know, arm, leg, whatever, How do you know when to put hot compresses on it or cold compresses on it? How do you know when to ice it or heat? I don't know. And Big Daddy had hurt his arm at work, and I was looking for him something, and I saw those patches, but I didn't know. Like, does it need cold? Does it need heat? Or what? And same thing with my hand hurting right here. I don't know whether I should push forward, even though it's hurting really bad right now, and work it out, or let it rest. It's about froze up, to tell you the truth. It feels like it's about froze up. And I'm really not using my whole hand. I'm just holding it to move this pencil around. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to know what to do. I've always been a push through it type person, but sometimes you just can't. Alright guys, well, I'm going to let you all get going. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you've had a great weekend. And let's get ready to have a wonderful week to come. And I will see you all in the next video, friends. Love you all. Bye.